gonna say, never heard this song in my life, but it is inspirational and good music. So.
Fuck yeah, dude. Tells me you're tied down to the system, and you're like, fuck the system.
Yeah, unfortunately, I raised my kid to dial 911, so I can't say fuck the system because we need the system.
No, we need the system, not the entire system. I'm just like, it could be the computer system, the security system that ain't fucking working.
Yeah.
You know, I'm paying $44 a month for some shit I don't even need. We got people home all the time. Is it really peace of mind that I can tune into my cameras and like watch my house?
I don't think it's so. Like for me, because we got cameras on our house, we don't have them in the house. Well,
Yeah.
But as far as it is nice to know who might have came up to your door during the day, or
I can fuck with that. Like the whole doorbell. I like. Yeah, I want to know. Yes.
But as far as like, I mean, again, it's a better to need and not have than have and not need. You know, or yeah, however way it goes. You know what I mean.
So Stacy said it. He's hosted. And this is where we talk about how we deal with those Cousin Eddies. We all got them. We all got them. So,
what is a Cousin Eddie? I need you to explain this Cousin Eddie.
You ever seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
I've seen a lot of movies. I don't remember.
Dude, I gotta show you. There's this dude named Cousin Eddie.
I've seen National Lampoon's. I just don't remember this character.
He's the dude that lives in an RV. And he just shows up to Christmas. And when he showed up, he brought his dog. He brought his, of course, his wife and his 2 kids. But he made himself like at home. But it was like, hey, while it was just basically, it was like a super, like he brought his force of wave. Like it was Uncle Eddie's world, Uncle Eddie's rules everywhere he went. So he was like, hey, Clark, since I'm here, I'm just going to park my RV right here and dump my shitter into your drain right here and run my electrical generator to your side right
Just
here.
takes control.
If you're cool with that. Throw in the, if you're okay, to get the okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Clark said it's okay. So, you know what I mean? So that's, and then, and then also Uncle Eddie would show up with no money.
He's like the mooch of the family.
He is, and then but he would dress like $1 million at the parties. Like he's got it going on, and he would always talk, be the loudest one in the room, the know-it-all, but just not really know shit.
Gotcha.
So how do you deal with the Cousin Eddies? I'm not trying to.
I don't talk to my family, so I wouldn't know.
Lucky.
No, what's crazy is I thought about this morning. I woke up and I called my grandma. I normally call her every year on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and they didn't answer. I just left a voicemail. I'm like, I'm one of those people that I really am. If you bring a problem in my life or if your life is full of problems, man, get the fuck away from me. Like, I don't like drama because of what's going on in my life right now. It's a prime example of, like, leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want anybody who's going to have give me an additional responsibility, basically. If I have to be responsible for another adult human outside of my family, so you can leave.
My Uncle Eddie was actually my Aunt Jean growing up, dude. And holy shit. Like, to the T. Like, she died before my great-grandpa. But she was single. And she knew everything, quote-unquote. She didn't work. Like, she bought used his money to buy her cigarettes. She always drank, always ate pork rinds, but like, dude, that's what I was saying.
Pork rinds
it was always the pork rinds, bro. Like it was. That's what I remember when I think of her, and like whenever I see the Uncle Eddie, like
scene,
I'm like, that's her. That's my grandpa's cousin, man.
But I mean, everybody's got them. But maybe we call him something different in, in the black community, but we call him a crackheaded cousin. You know what I mean?
I just stroked their ego.
Oh,
yeah.
See,
You're
right.
We
just let them know how they're not shit. Even
No,
though they think they are.
No,
shit.
I do the passive. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Can't do it. Again, that's why I leave, man. I'm one of those people that, again, if you know, you know. Hey, kudos to you. I'm gonna go ahead and go this way. I don't like the argument for no reason type thing, right? Like if I know it's a non-productive argument, I know that even at the end of this, you're still going to be here. You're not going to go. You're going to still be mooching and asking family for money. I just can't waste my time because odds are in favor. 2 generations before me have still given you the same lecture and it hasn't clicked yet. So I'm good. And I mean, I will say, when I think of one in particular in my family, I hate to say it, it wasn't the Uncle Eddie. It was my biological dad. You know, he was the one that his brothers were.
So he was that guy.
Well, I mean, so let's put it this way. His brothers were military veterans, 25 years plus each, like honorable men. Then you have another one, Hank, went through a little bit of things, but still, you know, runs a company. He's an honorable man. My dad was the one that, you know, went down that criminal path, did dumb shit, you know, locked up for over 17 years. Hell, he died in prison, you know. So it's like he was the one that when he showed up, there's probably going to be a problem.
Okay.
And it's unfortunate to say it, so I guess I've never looked at him like Cousin Eddie. I always looked at him like, damn, this motherfucker's here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Fuck. You know what I mean? Especially like right after he got out of prison, it was like the most awkward walk-in. I'm a grown man. I'm 16. You know? I'm walking like, whoa, who is this? Why is he here? Like, wait a minute. Hold on. Nobody gave me a heads up. And then a few years later, he's back in prison. You know, so it's like, he was the one that never learned right from wrong. And it sucks to say it, but that's when we talk about breaking generational curses. That's why I get so upset, because it's like, that's my goal. Is like, I work so hard to like show my son, you wake up, you do this, you go to work, you do, you know what I mean, the right thing. Like, for instance, today, we got into it because I was like, you have to learn to patience, man. Like, kids, I don't know about yours, but like my son is the only child, so he's very big on, he wants the attention, right? So if we're talking, he always comes up, excuse me, ma'am, trying to get Asia's attention.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this isn't school, man. And second, you see us talking. So today we had to have a real long talk about, you have to give us a minute to communicate, because we had a mistake in the kitchen. I actually, I hate to admit this, but I dropped powdered sugar into the mac and cheese, okay? Because I'm trying to make the roux, and I'm looking for a little bit of flour.
Genius.
And like, on the first scoop, it didn't register. The second scoop, because I'm like trying to get him out of the kitchen because everything's hot. I take a second scoop. I look at this. I'm like, man, this don't look like flour. You know what I mean? Like, and so of course you taste it, do the taste test. I was like, damn it, powdered sugar. So again, I had a little bit of a whirlwind in the kitchen today. I'm not too proud of my moment. Normally I'm
That's
good.
a big whirlwind.
Yeah, that's a big fuck up.
I'm not trying to beat a dead horse.
No, that's the truth. But so that's why when you talk about, that's why I had to ask that question, because I never looked at them like the outside relative. I always looked at it like, oh, this embarrassment's here. You know what I mean? So like the goal is to not be the embarrassment, you know?
Right. And then the goal is to also talk to your kids about how you should never end up like the embarrassments.
Yeah, facts. And it's, the thing is, unfortunately for my son, he, you know, both of them passed before he was able to meet either one of them, my dad or my biological father. So it's like, I can't even show you what an example of a great man is with my dad, and I can't show you what a fuck up is with, you know, your biological grandfather. So it's like, I have to just show you the right way and hope that you understand. So it's an interesting world as we grow and we become fathers, and we, you know, take on the roles that our parents took on, and it's very different.
Super different. And that's why at the end of the day, everybody's just a tired dad. They just want to get through the fucking day. Yeah. And that's why, like, we're right now in the Great War. So, like, brings up to tomorrow, Black Friday.
Hey, Black Friday isn't what it used to be. I remember when I used to, look, I worked at Best Buy.
Yeah.
I watched people trample people.
Yeah.
I watched doors get knocked down. With this internet shit, the kids nowadays do not understand. You don't get the luxuries.
10 days.
Man,
picture the tent,
no,
like,
well,
on the sidewalk.
Hey, that was so when I worked at Best Buy. That was a big
in
thing.
Ellisville.
Not to age myself, but we were the ones that would walk down and hand you the flyer of, like, we'd be like, hey, what are you, you know what I'm saying? What were you looking for on the sale? Because there's a limited of them. You only got 10. Now you got 1,000 of them, right? But back in the day, you had 10 or 20 items. So to see a couple fisticuffs, you know what I'm saying? Like, while they're trying to grab that headphone player, not gonna lie to you, I miss those days, man. Where's the excitement? You know, come out with a bloody mouth. Did you earn that PS5?
Shout out cousin Nathan listening in.
Hey,
I mean,
shout out Casey, my guy. I know you here.
But yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about. It's like right now, like back in high school. What is it? 7th? Yeah, we were prepping. Yeah,
the
book bag full of snacks.
Yep.
the fucking can. Like we hit the gas station right down because we, 2005 was my first Black Friday experience, and that was outside of Best Buy in
That was in the
Ellisville.
heat of the craze of Black Friday.
Bro, yeah. And so I was like a junior or some shit. And then, we were. It was like our little group that we hung out with. We took we took Mike's car all the way up there, and because he could drive. Well, we all could drive, but we took Mike's car up there and we fucking camped out. We took a fucking tent.
What were you there for? What was your item you wanted?
I wanted a fucking TV. Like my
wanted the
family,
discount.
my family never had a nice ass anything because it was like a single mom. We had a box TV.
Yeah.
And so on that Black Friday, I had $200, and I bought a projector that I could connect to the cable box with a 3-prong, the red, the white. Okay.
We're really aging ourselves.
And then I bought a flat screen TV. It wasn't, but it was like a box.
Yeah.
But to us back then it was a flat screen.
Yeah.
And it had the stand and everything. It was a heavy motherfucker. Yeah. And I was able to buy it. And
True Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
$200, and you walked out with a projector and a TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I worked at Best Buy.
I think I spent a little over $200, but I think it was like $2 something. But it was like, still, that was my budget.
Mine was the MP3 player. I'll never forget. They had 50 of them going for $20. They were normally $200.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I got there. Everybody's listing their things
That's
out.
another thing. Be the first 50 and get it. Yeah. That was the shit.
That's
that was
what
the
I'm saying,
catcher.
like, Black Friday
That's
was
all coming
like,
back to me.
Black Friday was the ultimate.
Okay.
That was a true holiday.
Yes.
Like, you had families huddled up, families ready to go to war for that television, families like they were waiting on that washer and dryer. I remember when furniture would go almost 60% off, like, hell, I'm looking at the Black Friday deals. I'm like, $2,000. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This isn't a discount, sir. What happened?
The 5-year-old Lord Oliver has informed me he needs a bigger TV in his room.
So you're going out on the mission.
Well, I measured his TV. He has a 36-inch TV.
That's small nowadays.
Apparently. I said, all right, how big we talking? I don't know. So I came downstairs. I said, do you want it like this? This is 55.
Yep.
That's too big.
Like a 42.
So how big do you want? 37. I'm like,
No, we're not doing all this.
like,
for one
dude, like,
We're not doing that
so
for one
I'm thinking 44, 42. Yeah, you're right. Like, you're right. And I was like, well, wait a fucking minute. So, like a dumbass, like, because right now I'm in dad mode because I had the tape measure out because they just got here.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let me measure Sam's TV. And I measure it, and it was fucking smaller than Oliver's. I can't remember what it was, but it was shorter than
Like a
36 something. And I go, okay, Sam's
Two
TV's
TVs.
is smaller. And Sam was like, his shoulders just sunk. I go, Sam, it doesn't matter. He's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I was like,
Size
so,
matters,
like,
everybody.
dude. Yeah, I got it, yeah. But I'm going to get 2 TVs.
Hey, but guess what? Are you doing it online or are you doing it in person? You have, in my opinion, if you're going to do the TVs, you should take them out for the real
Yeah,
experience.
I'm
It's
going to
gonna
have
be
to take.
fucking
I'm going to have
crazy.
to.
Like,
I'm going to take Oliver tomorrow if I have it my way.
you got to 1-2 them. If they grab our television, you got to give them a 1-2. Like, it's when I tell you, I seen working at Best Buy. I literally seen multiple people taking out ambulances from being trampled. We had our doors pushed down. And it's funny when you talk about the TVs because when the plasmas first came out, look, there were people literally ready to die.
I know, the plasmas was a whole
the
nother
TVs
level.
were like $2,000, but
Yeah.
you could come in on Black Friday and get them for $400 or $500.
Right.
So I get it, but that particular MP3 player, I hit that thing. I was ready to go get it. I'm like, it's in the perfect place. Where at the end of the day, I go to grab it, gone. I was like, son of a bitch. I'm like, they literally picked the shelves dry of Best Buy. When it was Black Friday, like, I remember the original cause was to make businesses go black. Now it's how much more black can we go? Because they've already made a gang of profit through the year. Everything's overpriced. And like, I just want to tell people now, if you think you're getting Black Friday deals, you don't know what Black Friday is.
I'm seeing if I need to wait till the Cyber Monday. Because I keep hearing that it's always better on the Black Friday. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I personally am a very hands-on person.
Yeah, me too.
I like to now I've learned I like I need to see the remote because shit, the remotes are so small you can lose them in the cracks of the couch.
Or they
You know what I
fucking
mean?
break where you gotta
Yeah,
tape
like
them.
so. I'm big at hands on. If it's, excuse me, like